Hi, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be demonstrating how to knit this cardigan. It's a top down. I will put the link below. I did a demonstration how to knit the stitch. It's a lacy stitch and this is a plus size. If you go back to my tutorials, I do give you direct how many stitches to knit for small size, medium size, large size, and so on. So this is a plus size. It's between 2 extra large to 3 extra large. And I bought the yarn, about 16 balls of 50 gram of yarn, and I used the entire balls of the yarn. And so what you do is you cast on total of 96, I believe. Sorry about that. I have knit this for a while now, but I did not have time to do the tape. And so 96 stitches, and I did about 5 ridges of purl stitch, or you can knit 2 sides to create the stitch. Let me get a closer look for you guys to see. Okay, about 5 ridges, and then what I did is I divided the sleeve, the front, the button part. So I did about 5 stitches, purl stitch on both sides, or you can knit stitch, and then I divided by 17 here, total of 17 including the 5. And for the sleeves I did 12 stitches here, and between I do a yarn over, knit, yarn over. I'm not doing this is the lace that you just do the yarn over, just the regular, and when I put the link you can see, to give that nice lacy look. I did not do short row because I straight went and knit top down, because for the lace I couldn't do the short row. So just to verify this, or you can do it on the collar area if you want to do the short row, but yeah, it's okay. This is a cotton yarn that I haven't knitted with. And for the back part I did 34 stitches. Yeah, when you do the sleeve you go yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and then you do 12, and then you go knit, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over. So this depends on how big you are. Like for this one I did about 10 inches long because it's a plus size, right? And yeah, but it is kind of big for me, so for me I would have knitted for about 8 inches long. I noticed this part is pretty big for me. Well, that's why I put it on for sale on Etsy. If you're interested, you're welcome to check my shop, ufer.etsy.com. And for the back I did 34 stitches. I did yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and then I did again 12 for the sleeve, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and then I did 17. Okay, so when you do this, just be careful not to forget the button part. So, and I did buttonhole on when I was doing the collar area. So I think on the second, third row, I did, and I knit 2 together, yarn over, and I went back and I knitted that yarn over, because it's only 1 decrease here, so it's not a big button. Just to give you an idea. Okay, and what I did is I just worked up, I went down, and don't forget to measure your ridges and measure how the buttons are between. So I added about 2, 4, 6, 7 buttons I had, and I sewed them up. And like I said, if you are a small, I would knit 7 inches long. If you are a medium, 7.5 to 8, depends on how your bicep is big. And the fattest part of your arm, your underarm, like between the arm and that area, that's the fattest part of your arm. Just measure it. And for large, again, 8 to 8. And I counted from where I started knitting the pattern, the lace pattern. Don't count the collar area. And I just went down, and when I came to the correct measurement, yeah, so I was saying medium large, like 9 inches long, extra large, 9.5, so 2x to extra, 2x to 3x is 10, and if you're 4x, 5x, yeah, just measure it if you're comfortable with this while you're knitting. And I divided the body parts, and because I didn't know how much yarn I had, so first I knitted all the way, and I didn't finish because I wanted to knit one sleeve before I continue. So I finished one sleeve, and I believe this is about 19 inches long, and I did decreases. So this one, it's seamless, so I didn't do any sewing. So I went around and around and around, and I decreased it at every 10 rows, and then I did a picot, and I have a tutorial on that if you don't know. I'm sure you know how to knit picot. If not, I will put the link below. And as soon as I finished one sleeve, I went ahead and finished the other, and whatever yarn I had, I continued knitting all the way down. And I think this is a pretty decent cardigan. So it's very easy and simple. Please do not say, oh, I can't do it, it's too complicated, it's too much for me. No, just go ahead, jump and do it. Do it. That's how you learn, right? The more you knit, the more you get better. So yeah, this is a little short tutorial. I just wanted to explain. I had a couple of people message me asking me to do the demonstration. And yeah, so for the underarm, I forgot to mention, like when you're, let's say you have your stitches. I usually leave a circular needle here or a stitch holder. And what I do is I pick up stitches. So I picked up about 14, and depends on, and I don't do any holes. I had a couple of people asking me, how do you get rid of the holes? You pick up stitches while you're knitting. Right? So there's no holes at all. Just to let you know. Yeah, so when you pick up the stitches, there's no holes left at all. And I do have I did a tutorial, I believe. You have to go and check my videos. You just pick up the stitches while you're knitting. That's how I do it. And then I went around and around, and there's no holes and nothing. Yeah, you just need to use your imagination on how to knit it, and the more you knit, the more you'll get better to it. So it's not hard at all. I just wanted to do this little short video just to give you the numbers. Like I said, you can knit any size you want using this stitch, any stitch you want, any pattern. But this is a lacy stitch, and it's a cotton yarn, so I thought it would look nice. And I do have a tutorial on how to knit this stitch. You can knit even blankets with this stitch, because it really looks nice and elegant. And the picot finishes the look. So I hope you like this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and happy knitting!